I want to know why it is called global language.
Yeah, ma'am, I agree with you. Means the English is a global language because it nowadays it is a very necessary. If you go in any other country, so we must know about the English actually because we don't know about the local language. So I think in not in other country, in India also. If you go in the southern part of India, so definitely if you know the local language, so we can easily articulate our thought. Otherwise we cannot articulate our thoughts. So in that way, we have to learn this language because
So, Kriti, how are you? And how is your day setting up?
yeah, I am little bit under the weather, but yeah, it is my day is quite I will say little bit hectic because as a mother, you know about that, right? Means sometimes we are in the roller coaster because morning, especially in morning time.
Yes, 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 I understand your problem because you have a very young kid. Am I right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, first of all, I would like to say thank you. You joined on my YouTube channel, and yes, I know you very well, but I want to know for the audience, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, man, definitely. And don't say thank you. It is also for my opportunity to enhance my communication skills. So, yeah, my name is Kirti. Basically, I hail from Bihar, but currently I live in Bangalore. I am a homemaker as well as mother of one kid. I have done Bachelor of Commerce, and nowadays I enrolled myself in MBA. So I am working on that, and moreover, I have a plethora of hobbies, but nowadays I indulge myself to learn this language. So I am consistent about that. I am also running my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Learn English with Kirti.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that's pretty much about.
it was a wonderful introduction, I must say, because I watched your video and you are doing very good in your field.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
So could you also introduce yourself?
yes, yes, why not? Yes, my name is Sunanda, and I am a proud mother of one son, and I am a homemaker. And if you talk about my hobby, sorry, if you talk about my qualification, I have done master and B.Ed also. Earlier, I used to work as a teacher, but now, because of my family responsibility, now I am at home. Yeah, if you talk about my hobby, then earlier I used to love painting and learning new things, but now I am also focusing on this language. So, and recently I just created my own YouTube channel named One Step to Fluency. So this is purely for my own growth. So this is little about me. Thank you.
So, yeah, so you told me means you was also working as a teacher. So which subject did you teach?
I used to teach that time SST.
Okay. So you are good in SST because everybody afraid to teach SST, and I think in my time I was also afraid to learn this SST actually.
Yeah, yeah, it is a little bit difficult. I want to know why it is called global language.
Yeah, ma'am, I agree with you. Means the English is a global language because it nowadays it is a very necessary. If you go in any other country, so we must know about the English actually because we don't know about the local language. So I think in not in other country, in India also. If you go in the southern part of India, so definitely if you know the local language, so we can easily articulate our thought. Otherwise we cannot articulate our thoughts. So in that way, we have to learn this language because English, I think everybody knows. So it is easy to connect with people. And in other term, I will say about the in if we are going in business, yeah, education. So any field nowadays, it is a very essential to learn this language. So
Mm,
I will say, yeah, English is a global language. We have to learn this language, and I will say means everybody should learn this language, because if they know little bit English also means, so they can understand anything. Because
mm,
if I would talk about the means, if we are eating, we are purchasing food also, so there means they have given anything means, their title and anything means what in ingredients they have to use. So in that way we have to means we don't know the English, so how can we read that? Because it is a very necessary nowadays.
mm. Yes, yes, you told correctly, but yes, English is a global language because normally it is used in many countries. And
Yes.
also it is also widely used in many fields like tourism, education, business, and also it is also helpful to communicate with other countries also. Sometimes it helps to build up a relationship with other countries, so it is also very helpful. And do you think English is required in India?
Yeah, ma'am. Means because I am living in Bangalore, so here it is a very necessary,
Mhm.
because if you are going in means corporate sector, so we need to learn this language, because we cannot easily survive there. So
Mhm.
definitely I will say not in southern area. If I would talk about the in our side, North India also.
Mhm.
Nowadays you can see that means if you go in the any school, so teacher also speak in English in PTM time. So that is the most important part of thing nowadays, I will say. And yeah, in education, so definitely it is a very required. And nowadays I am connecting with people who are working in other sectors, so they also told me it is a very necessary to learn this language, because in some instant we have to need to learn this language, and we have to communicate to other people like means manager, our colleagues. So that time we have to know about that, because if we could not speak in English, so we cannot means we cannot grow actually. So definitely it is a very essential for learn this language.
Yes, yes. I couldn't agree more because English is essential for all age group. Okay. If you don't know English, then
Yes.
it's very difficult to survive. And as you told, English
Yes.
school and any market and wherever you will go in mall, wherever you will go, there everything is written in English, and most of the people they are also speaking English. And if you don't know how to
Yes.
communicate, then that time you feel problem. Okay, so for that reason,
Yes.
it's high time to everybody know how to speak English, how to
In
articulate thought, everybody know. So, okay, very well said. And I want to suggest how English language help for our career growth.
Yeah, definitely. Means if I could want to grow in our career, so definitely it's needs, because I think everywhere you can go, everything is in English actually. So definitely we know how to, because I understand means skill is very important, but communication is also important, because you have a good command in skill, any skill, but you don't know how to articulate our thought. So how can we survive there? So definitely we if we want to grow in our career, and so definitely it is a very necessary. And I think it is indispensable for everyone, means not in the career growth, I think in education also. Because in our time, we know we marks means if I would talk about the our qualification, so that time we always learn, right? We don't know how to speak, But if I would talk about the interview and all, so there they have to ask questions. So how could we give our answer? So definitely it is a very important. And and if you want to grow in your career, and so definitely you have to speak well and communicate well, because
Mhm.
nowadays everything is available in English only.
Mhm. Yes, true, but a job sector particularly, if someone is knowing very good English, then there is a chance of get promotion. Okay, so
Yes,
if
ma'am.
in that case, if anyone is not that much fluent in English, then there is a less chance of getting promotion. So I must say, in career growth also, English also essential. Okay.
Yes.
So, I want to share another question. How many types of challenges people face while learning English?
There are lots of challenges, I will say. There are many aspects people are they are facing so many challenges. First of all, I will say about that means vocabulary, because
Mhm.
we know we learn every day new vocab, new everything, but so we don't use that in our conversation. So that is the difficult part of our learning phase actually. And still I am also facing, because sometimes I also feel that I am not using so much good vocabulary in our conversation. So that is the most important thing. And second, every grammar mistakes.
Mhm.
So, and because if we learn this language, so if we know, means if we get fluency, but
Mhm.
over the period we have to work on our accuracy also,
Mhm.
because we don't know how to write the mail and how to send message. So that is the not good thing, because if we learn this language, so definitely we have to work on accuracy also. So, and
Mhm.
third thing I will say, still people are struggling how to use that idioms and phrasal verb correct way.
Mhm.
So that is the challenging part.
Yes, people normally struggle with pronunciation, grammar structure, because it's a very
Yes,
complex grammar structure, and vocabulary also something you have to be remember. Lots of vocabularies is there, are there. So people normally face these problems about sentence structure and all. And apart from that, people face confidence. Sometimes they have a
yes,
fear of being judged by others. Okay, the sustainable fear is always with people so that they can't express their feelings properly. So, such type of problems people feeling so that they are not feeling comfortable to articulate their thought. All
yes,
right?
definitely. I totally agree with you. Means whatever you are saying in
Mhm.
pronunciation, yeah, definitely it is the most challenging part for us, because if we know how to
Mhm.
speak and we know to how to give the answer, but we don't speak in current pronunciation, so that meaning is totally different, right?
Different.
So yeah, if we are learning this language, definitely we have to work on the pronunciation also.
True. So my next question is, how do English grammar is something different from other native language?
Think not if we tell about the other language, so that is the also most difficult part, and English is also difficult part. Means if we are learning this language, so definitely starting
No,
we have to fear.
no, I'm talking about English grammar. How do you feel
Yeah,
English
yeah.
grammar? Yeah, English grammar is something different from other native language. My question is that.
Y- yes, ma'am. I will say means English grammar is different to other native. So yes, definitely, because in India that is the different, and if I talking about the native speaker, they speak totally different. So
Mhm.
if we want to speak in advanced version, so definitely uh, that time we have to learn for to native speakers.
Mhm. Okay,
So
so
definitely it is a
mhm.
different about means English grammar and whatever native speaker is speaking.
Mhm. Okay, normally what happens, English grammar is something different from other English way. Their sentence structure is something different from other native language because there is a
Yes.
sentence structure always, you know very well. First subject, then verb, then object. Our sentence
Yes,
structure
ma'am.
is like that. But in other native language, there is not that type of such fixed rule. Okay, but English you have to be frame sentence likewise. So in this way you can say English grammar is something different from other language, and also it has very strict grammar rule.
Yes.
Otherwise it is difficult. So but such type of things is not regarding to other native language. So in this way I can say English grammar is something different from other language. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, yes. So last one question I want to say, how pronunciation plays a very vital role in English. Do you believe on that? Pronunciation plays a very vital role for language
Yes,
learning.
ma'am, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Pronunciation is the vital role in learning phase actually, because earlier also I told you means if we know how to speak, but if we don't correct pronunciation, so that sentence is totally different and that meaning is totally different to because of pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very essential role in learning phase, I will say. And if we correct pronunciation, so that time we feel also confident because other person will also understand what am I speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am speaking wrong way, so people will not understand because that meaning is totally different, right? Like I would talk about the little bit means word and word.
Mm-hmm.
So if we speak both word means sound is the same, but meaning is the different, right? And we have to speak correct pronunciation. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely we have to speak correct pronunciation. That is the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing.
Yes, yes, true, true. Yes, the pronunciation plays a very vital role. I couldn't agree more. If you know everything, all the complex grammar rules, and you have very nice vocabularies and all, but still you are not able to speak all the words confident, not pronounce it fluently, not pronounce it correctly, then what happens? Other people don't understand what you exactly want to say. So that time you
Yes.
feel problem. So yes, pronunciation plays a very vital role. There is no doubt. You can't deny this thing. And overall, okay, Kriti. In this way, we complete all the questions regarding this English language. And thank you so much for your precious time and your very fantastic, insightful conversation. Thank you so much.